This is John. John is a tall, handsome, young 13-year-old boy who is very well liked by his peers. Lately, John has been asking questions to himself about his sexual identity. This means John is having thoughts about which gender he is attracted to. He is excited that Vote No was passed on the same-sex marriage bill, so he thinks it's a good time to let people know how he really feels. John decides that tomorrow is going to be the big day where he comes out as a homosexual. At school, he tells some of his closest friends the news. Soon, the word spreads around the whole school like wildfire. John notices that people are treating him differently and calling him names like fag, queer, and gay. John starts to lose friendships and people start to discriminate and bully him. Soon, John cannot take the humiliation and starts to develop psychological and physical health problems.
After John told his peers that he was a homosexual, most of his close friends accepted the change. However, some of the students he was at school with began to bully him. A study done in 2009 reported that students who identified themselves as gay, lesbian, transgender, or even questioning stated that they were bullied more than students who were heterosexual. John is a perfect example of this. Well respected and popular before coming out, his social life was easy. However, as soon as he came out, he lost friends and became a victim of several types of bullying. Bullying is no longer limited to schoolyards and classrooms. The anonymity of the internet provides a much larger target range for the potential bully and eliminates the face-to-face interaction that makes bullying a risk for the bullies themselves. Frequently, social networking sites such as Facebook or Twitter are the easiest ways to target a victim. Insults and negative comments on his wall and photos make John feel isolated and depressed. Additionally, some of the other students in his school have been teasing him and threatening him since he came out a few weeks ago.
Oh, new notification. You should transfer? You stink? Don't come back to school? Why are you...
Due in part to his experiences with bullying, John developed depression as an adolescent. Because he was a young person, his symptoms were different from typical adult symptoms. John experienced headaches, stomach aches, occasional dizziness, and insomnia. While he often looked happy, he was irritable and snapped at his friends and schoolmates, and he complained of being bored often.
Hey, what do you guys think about watching a movie today?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I heard the new Batman movie's out.
Oh, yeah, let's watch that.
Sweet, let's start it. Yeah. So good.
Yeah, this movie's awesome, isn't
Such a
it?
great movie.
This movie sucks. And you know what? You guys suck even more. I'm out of here.
John was similar to many other young people experiencing depression. In 2010, 8% of children between ages 12 to 17 experienced depression at some point during the year. Youth depression is especially important as a societal issue because it is a mental illness that has a high correlation with suicide.
5 years later, John is starting college. While transitioning to a new environment and also trying to cope with his depression, he started consuming alcohol very frequently. John began drinking with his friends on both weekend nights and eventually started drinking during the week when he felt stressed. John admits that he sometimes felt pressure from his peers to drink and that he didn't always see the need to do so. However, because he was trying to adjust to his college environment, he didn't object.
John, want a beer?
So, it's good.
I'm okay, guys.
Come on, it's Saturday.
We had a long week.
You know school's a little stressful sometimes.
You owe it to yourself.
Yeah, that bio test was kind of tough.
Yeah,
Killer.
exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? All right. Cheers.
Right. Cheers.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
How do you
Whoa.
feel?
Told ya.
Yeah,
This is
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Alcohol's great.
John says that social events on campus revolved around drinking, especially once he joined a fraternity. Because of his excessive partying, John's grades started to go down and he was put on academic probation.
You had a letter.
You been studying, John?
I don't know. I mean, shoot.
John was kicked off of the basketball team after missing several practices and games.
It's alright. I still get to play basketball. Come on, coach.
John spent his free time drinking with friends and ignoring any work and responsibilities. Additionally, John's relationships with others were affected by his excessive drinking, and some of his friends cut him out of their lives.
Man, it's a Tuesday night.
John, we have a big test tomorrow.
Shouldn't you be studying?
Remember when you never used to drink? We had to convince you?
No. This isn't healthy.
Come, guys. It's one beer.
No.
I can't fail out of school.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Sorry,
I'm in
man.
the library.
No, I
You
gotta
should
go.
really try and cut back, John.
Whatever.
One thing leads to another, and John is now actively abusing prescription drugs. So let's talk. Is prescription drug abuse really a problem in the United States today? Yes, it's actually considered an epidemic. You don't believe me? Well, listen to this. Prescription drug abuse is the fastest growing drug problem in the United States. In 2007, 35 million Americans, or 14% of the U.S. population, reported having abused opioid analgesics at some point in their lives. More people are abusing prescription drugs than the number of people who abuse cocaine, heroin, hallucinogens, and inhalants combined. Prescription drug abuse has emerged through several different mechanisms and in many different cultures in recent years. People are obtaining these drugs from doctors themselves in a process called doctor shopping, in which patients use multiple doctors to obtain various different prescriptions. Prescription drugs can also be obtained through illegal pharmacies on the internet, in which everybody has access to. And then finally, the cabinets of friends and family members when they're not at home.
Hey, those are mine!
Thanks, Grandpa Cleo.
After graduating from college, John decided to join the military. He was deployed overseas for 2 years where he experienced multiple traumatic combat situations. 6 months after returning home, John has been experiencing nightmares and flashbacks of his memories from overseas. John declines invitations to social gatherings and local events in fear that the flashbacks and memories will return while he is in public or in the company of his loved ones. Instead, John tends to spend a lot of his time alone and feels as if no one else will understand what he's going through. He is also more irritable and impatient than he used to be, sometimes without understanding why, causing him more pain and confusion. John's family wants to help him overcome some of the issues he is dealing with, but are unsure of who to turn to or where to go.
John, honey, we're having a family reunion. Why don't you come? You haven't seen your family in months.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too well tonight.
John, we just don't know what to do to help you.
You know, I think I don't think I can go. Sorry.
After all these nursing interventions, Charlie turned his life around and is now on his way to a happy and healthy life.
Thank you, nurses.